Chapter 5. The Great Deep. Beneath the Foundations of the World. If heaven was the roof of creation, then the underworld was its foundation, the unseen depth upon which all things rested. The ancients called it by many names: Sheol, Hades, the abyss, the great deep. It was not only a place of the dead, but the very root of existence, the hidden structure that held up the world of the living. In the earliest pages of the book of Genesis, before light, before land, there was only the deep. Tehom in Hebrew. Dark waters without form, endless and silent. From this void, the Creator brought order. The firmament above, the land in the middle, and beneath it all, the vast waters that still whisper below. Later scriptures speak of the earth being set upon foundations. The earth is established upon the seas, and it shall not be moved. It stood firm because something immense supported it. A world beneath our world. In the book of Job, the poet asks, "Have you entered into the springs of the sea? Or have you walked in the recesses of the deep?" It was a challenge, an invitation to imagine the unreachable. Beneath the earth, he says, lie the bars of Sheol and the gates of death. These were not metaphors to the ancient mind, but places, physical, structured, hidden by divine design. The Babylonians spoke of the underworld as Irkalla, the land of no return. It lay beneath the disk of the earth, where the rivers flowed downward into darkness. There the goddess Ereshkigal ruled, and even the light of the sun could not reach. The living world rested upon that realm like a lid upon a great abyss. In Egypt, the earth floated above the underworld Duat. Each night, the sun god Ra would descend into it, sailing through 12 gates of shadow, before rising again at dawn. The Duat was not evil. It was transformation, the passage between worlds. But it was also danger, filled with serpents, fire, and the judgment of souls. The Greeks spoke of Hades, a vast subterranean kingdom beneath the flat plain of the world. Its rivers, Styx, Acheron, Lethe, Cocytus, and Phlegethon, wound through caverns and endless halls. There, the dead lingered, and the Titans were chained in Tartarus, a pit as far beneath the earth as heaven is above. Even the gods feared to descend too deep. In Norse mythology, beneath Midgard and Asgard lay Helheim, the cold, misty realm of the forgotten dead. The world tree Yggdrasil stretched its roots into that shadowed place, drawing strength from the underworld's dark waters. Without it, the tree and all life would wither. In Hindu cosmology, the earth rests upon 7 lower realms: Etala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, and Patala. Each layer is filled with beings, lightless oceans, and fiery rivers. They are not merely punishment, but reflection, the mirror of heaven's 7 realms above. Together, they form the symmetry of the cosmos: light above, darkness below, balance in between. And in the Quran, there is mention of the 7 earths, layers beneath our feet, each known only to the divine. Early scholars said these levels were separated by oceans and realms of shadow. It was believed that the mountains' roots reached deep into them, anchoring the world to keep it firm and still. For all their differences, the message was the same. The world we walk upon is not alone. It rests upon mystery. Below us lies a vast ancient structure, the waters of chaos, the lands of the dead, the foundations of creation. The ancients didn't think of space above and core below. They thought of heaven and the deep, two realms holding the middle world in balance. When they spoke of earthquakes, they said the pillars trembled. When the sea stirred, they said the deep was stirring. And when the dead dreamed, they said their voices echoed from beneath the foundations. To them, the underworld wasn't simply death. It was part of the design, a realm that sustained the living from below, just as the firmament sustained heaven above. And so humanity stood between them, between the waters above and the waters below, between light and shadow, between the eternal sky and the silent deep. Perhaps that's why, even now, when we stare into the dark ocean or feel the ground tremble beneath our feet, a quiet shiver reminds us we are standing on mysteries as ancient as the stars themselves.